So here I am, subscribers, all viewers around the world, Lord of Shadows, to give you another One Piece discussion. Something that I really planned for a long time, trying to make a discussion, make my own personal theories and opinions about his past. And this past will be nothing more than about Sakazuki, aka Akainu, former Vice Admiral, former Admiral, and Fleet Admiral. Yes, I will talk about his past and maybe my own personal theories and reasons why he became such an asshole, why he became a believer of absolute justice, why he have a deep hatred for pirates, why he would try to exterminate even the innocents, civilians, only to get his target done, why he became so self-pride and so much self-confident. I mean, everybody knows, that, look, for now, everybody, when I mention Akainu, when everybody can see him, they think Akainu is an asshole. Akainu is a son of a bitch. Akainu is a bastard. Akainu is, a person who is so cold, without mercy, hard as a rock. But think about it. All these things when we talk about Akainu, I mean, all these believing in absolute justice, like I said before, absolute justice, his hatred, his self-confidence, and all the way, thinking about that try to make people believe that the Marines are heroes. Think about it. It has to be a beginning. To make Akainu an asshole like he is today, it must be a beginning. Because let's go back, when in the SBS, when Oda draw a picture of the Marines when they were children, and one of them we have a drawing of Akainu when he was just a little child. And if you can see from the picture, he was all burned out. His clothes were ripped off, destroyed. He had a knife. He was bleeding. He also can see in his clothes he was burned. He had burning marks and everything. So that gives me a lot of opinions, about his history. Because look, like I said before, his hatred and the way how he thinks, it has to have a beginning. Something maybe a childhood trauma. Something that maybe horribly happened to him, make him believe in what he is today. Because let's go with the normal opinion, like every single One Piece character. When he talk about his past, his parents. Let's begin with that. What if Akainu's parents, maybe at the beginning when Akainu was a child, maybe what about if at the beginning when his parents were alive and everything, he was a normal child. The parents loved him. He fought of justice law, like for example, like something like Aokiji, moral justice. He was happy and everything until one day until one day a bunch of group of pirates just came to his town, and for example, they burned to the ground also the house of his parents, and they killed the parents right in front of him. That's because that maybe the explanation why his clothes was all destroyed and with burning marks. That's one explanation too. For example, and the knife, maybe there could be explanation when he tries to protect himself, or maybe his parents before they officially kill them, or maybe he's trying to take revenge on this group of pirates because they killed his parents. Maybe that can be an explanation, because maybe that was just only the beginning. Maybe this beginning of this trauma, for example, like I said, his parents were killed. Maybe this only begin the hatred for the pirates. That's the only beginning for his hatred. But what about his believing in absolute justice and everything? Maybe in a way, when he grew a little bit older and older, maybe in a way how he saw the people around him, the scenes, Marines doing nothing, the injustice that is all around the street, the criminals and the destruction and everything. Maybe and just criminals just going free. And the authority will do nothing, trying to protect the citizens or capture the criminals. Maybe that way is maybe a few steps, when he decide to believe to create this absolute justice, believing to make him some kind of a fanatic like he is today. Because if you remember, when he was a vice admiral, at the accident at the O'Hara accident, when Nico Robin was just a little girl, he blown up the entire ship full of civilians because he was worried that maybe one of the archaeologists will be on that ship, and of course, in the name of justice, he blown up a ship full of civilians instead of just going there, trying to search the ship and see if there are any archaeologists in there, because that's in the same, because that way Jaguar Tissot and Aokiji will do it, will do it. But Sakazuki, no, you have to blow up the entire ship. So, and in that way, because if I remember, Sakazuki, when he was Vice Admiral, I think he was in his 30s. When he was, I think he was in his 30, 32, 30, 31, something like that. I don't know exactly. So, I mean, that we can assume him in that age, he still believed, in absolute justice in the same way like he is today. But, and his past is really a mystery, and I can't wait to see Akainu to show us the explanation why he hates pirates, why he believes in absolute justice, why he's such an asshole, because all of this has to have a beginning. Think about it. Or maybe one of the explanation what I have, my opinions, is maybe like Doflamingo. He was born he was born that way, to believe only in absolute justice, to be such a hard-headed asshole like he is today. Maybe even when he was a child, he thought in that way. I don't know, because the only thing we saw in his drawing when he was a child is his grumpy face. But they have a lot of explanations. For my opinion, the most important one, the most original one is about someone who he loved or he cared were killed by a bunch of group of pirates, and the way how he was thinking when he was trying to get older, make him what he is today. I know, because there's for my opinion, his history was one of the most interesting histories of all the characters, of a bunch of characters in One Piece. Because I promise you one thing: when Akainu is gonna explain his history, his flashback about what happened to him, why he tried to believe, why he decided to believe in absolute justice, why he hate pirates. When his flashback will explain, because I think we'll have a lot of tragedies in there, a lot of tragedies and changes and changing things that are gonna make him what he is today. And when you're gonna find about his flashback and history, I bet all One Piece fans, they're gonna see him in a different way. Even maybe Luffy, even if he's never gonna forgive what he did to Ace and Whitebeard, I know he's never gonna forgive him. Blackbeard and Akainu for now are his main arch nemesis. And for Akainu, especially Akainu, because he killed Ace right in front of him, he will never forgive him for what he did to Ace. But maybe after discuss about his flashback and everything, maybe Luffy's gonna see him in a different direction. But at least everybody knows he's gonna get his ass kicked. I mean, when we talk about Akainu, of course. So, and like I said before, I believe when his flashback will be explained, his reasons, what he is today, I know that all One Piece fans will think in the same way like I do. We're gonna see Akainu in a different way. In a different, much more softer way. If you know what I meant. So, like I said, there's a lot of theories, opinions going on, what about Akainu's flashback. But for my opinion, like I said before, my opinion is his really big childhood trauma. The murder of his parents or every single loved one he had, the burning down his city, and of course, and he watched the murder of his parents, right, and he watched, for example, the pirates, if there were pirates, because I believe they are. Well, wait, sorry, yeah, no, it's like I said, let's begin again. Sorry. So the thing is, the death of his loved ones, or more specifically his parents, murdered by some bunch of group of pirates, and and I believe also if they were his, and that was true, my first theory, then his parents will be murdered right in front of him. So maybe the pirates make him to watch the massacre they're gonna make, to his parents, and maybe even, I don't know, maybe he had a sister, maybe he had a younger brother, I don't know, but it has to be something traumatic, something that make his soul very deep right inside, and make him all his hatred just came out and began to hate pirates. Make them think that they have to be eliminated, every single last one of them. If you know what I'm saying. That's one thing. And of course, with that, I can even add maybe his entire town was burned down, and he also, this town will be connected, maybe his friends, maybe all other persons who loved him, respect him, and everything. And of course, that's one theory. The other theory is maybe, like I said, he was born in that way, thinking about absolute justice, hating since the beginning, pirates, and he would do anything. Even when he was younger, he would do anything, even destroying the civilians, trying to complete his goal. which he's doing right away, even these days of One Piece. That's one thing. And the third one, well, there's a small chances that is because, I mean, well, actually no, I don't have any third opinion. Those two are my first, are my opinions, the main one, because the third opinion I actually don't have, because I don't see, well, first of all, when I saw his clothes and the picture of him as a child, I don't know, I really can assume that he wasn't a noble. He wasn't a noble. He was just a normal person living in a small or bigger town in some kind of an island, until his complete destruction. That's the way how I see it. And of course, like I said, his clothes and the way how he was, drawn with a knife, all burned, all burning marks, and of course his clothes destroyed and everything, and his grumpy face. They only have two explanations, or especially with that knife. Trying to protect himself, or try to protect his loved ones, or try to get revenge his parents or the loved one's death. Those are the three explanations I can have, with that drawing, for now. So this, I mean, his flashback, his past is really a mystery, because I really want to see, because like I said, every single thing what Akainu is doing, it has to have some kind of a beginning. It has to have it. I mean, maybe when he was, like I said before, maybe when he was a child, he was normal. Maybe he was thinking much more positively, like for example, like Aokiji did, or anyone else, a normal civilian. And then after all these tragedies, he changed, his mind. He changed his mind about it. He decided to hate pirates. And after when he's grow older, seeing what's going on, right, around him and everything, the injustice, the murders, the criminals going just around, and the law will do nothing. Make him try to believe in absolute justice, and everything, and somehow, when he was grow larger, he created his own this self, became so much self-confident and had this big pride, like even when Marines screwed up, he would do anything to hide that thing from everyone else. If something that Fujitora tried to open people's eyes and to see that the pirates are real heroes, not the Marines, like we saw, in the chapter, in the last few chapters of at the end of Dressrosa. I mean, we know what I'm saying. I mean, that's the thing how I see it. So for now, yeah, I'm done. I mean, I really don't have any much more to say, because the only thing I say right now are my own expectations, what I see about his flashback. Like I said, it has to be a beginning. It has to be a beginning and explanation why he's an asshole. Why he's an asshole. And for me, those two opinions, maybe there are some kind of explanation. The third one, I can actually find a third one. I mean, after all this time of thinking, after all this flashback and the tragedies I saw, from every single character in One Piece, Doflamingo, Luffy, Nico Robin, Zoro, Chopper, and everything, the only explanation I can see is, like these two ones, like I said, or he lost, or he lost, his loved ones, and the entire city was destroyed or something. I mean, you get my point. Or he lost his loved ones, or he was born evil. I mean, or he was born in that way. Let's put it in that direction. So here I am done. I mean, I don't have anything much more to say. So those are my opinions. So here I'm done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Give me what's your ideas. Give me some of what you personally think about Akainus' history. What do you think it really is? His reasons why he became like that. Why he was an asshole. Personal opinions about all these tragedies. Why he made his believing in absolute justice. His reason to hate pirates. Drop me a like. I would appreciate that. Please, everyone. Have an awesome day. Lord of Shadows, like always, signing off. See you around. But I will repeat again. If his past was gonna be revealed, I bet everyone on Earth who's a One Piece fan is gonna see Akainu in a different picture. I guarantee you that. See you next time.